Hello everybody, my name is KurtBroG and today I'll be doing a tier list of all the minigames on the Hive as of April 2022. They will be ranked on my subjective opinion and will not be given a score like my other rankings as the games vary too much to be fair and consistent. They'll be ranked from S tier to D tier, with S being the best and D being the worst. Seasonal and limited time game modes will not be included as they aren't permanent and change each time they're re-released. Before we do begin though, I would like to thank my channel members that you can see on screen now. There will be more on how you can become a channel member at the end. Anyway, with that said, let's get in the video and thank you for watching. Deathrun is my personal favourite game mode and features an interesting take on parkour and obstacle courses. It is very fast paced and you can get a game done in around a minute or so depending on the map. If you know anything about my history with Deathrun, you'll know that I have to put this at an S tier. I've played it too much to be anything less. Now, to completely contrast my thoughts about Deathrun, I absolutely hate hide and seek. It is by far my least favourite game mode and I personally find it to be a waste of time. If you aren't a seeker, then you're just sitting around waiting for the game to end, and if you are a seeker, then you're just hitting blocks hoping they're players. The only part of hide and seek that is interesting is when a seeker gets close to you and you wonder if they'll get you. This is 100% a D tier. You know what, it isn't even a D tier, it's going in the hide and seek tier. First Build is a pretty decent game mode that is fun and I personally find it to be one of the better games on the Hive. The only problems I have with it are that there are too many inappropriate builds and there are some blocks that aren't in the game mode that are in vanilla Minecraft, such as armor stands. At the moment, I think it's good enough to be an A tier though. I spent way too long on Murder Mystery back when it was first released, like an unhealthy amount in a short space of time. Like Deathrun, games are quite fast paced but do take longer to complete on average. I like the coin system. It does reward map movement with an unlockable one-shot bow and XP for every coin you collect. I would say that it could be better if they added different roles aside from the sheriff and murderer. Maybe like a medic that heals the dead so they can play again. After a while, it does get a bit repetitive as it is essentially the same gameplay every time after a certain point, which is very unfortunate. I'll be putting Murder Mystery as C tier because of the repetitiveness. Survival Games is probably the most underrated game on the Hive. It's extremely fun but somehow only manages to get an average of 400 to 600 people playing on any given day, compared to the likes of Skywars which gets over 1,000 people on average, and Treasure Wars which gets nearly 1,500 people on average. In the game, there are several unique items such as special boomboxes like the fire boombox and the blindness boombox, and the activity tracker which acts like a device that shows what direction there's player movement in, like the player tracker in Skywars and Treasure Wars. The only two things I have to complain about are the lack of maps and the lack of trios and squads like the other PvP games. Aside from that though, it is really good, so I'll be putting it an A tier. Skywars is another one of my personal favourites and is my favourite combat game mode on the Hive. It's similar to survival games, but you are placed on your own island in the sky and you have to build to other players to kill them. It does of course have its own set of custom items such as the Knockback Nemo and the Sword of Embers. Depending on how good the players are and if you don't fall off the map, games can last anywhere from 30 seconds to 8 minutes. There is a strict time limit so it is possible to end in a draw. I love this game mode, so I'll be putting it at an S tier. Like Skywars, Treasure Wars is in the sky and isn't too bad of a game mode. Unlike Skywars, however, you have a treasure you need to protect as it allows you to have unlimited respawns. You also have a shop that you use items from generators on rather than finding loot in chests. This game isn't one of my personal favourites as it seems more slow paced and there are too many things you need to keep track of when playing. It's by no means bad, but I'll have to put it at a C tier. Well, that was my tier list. If you did enjoy, feel free to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, you can click that join button next to my channel name to become a member. Anyway, keep on gaming and stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Bye!